Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to be going over the rest of Undead Burg. We started a little bit of it, so we're going to finish it up. It's not too extreme of an area. It's pretty short. We're just going to be very quick about it this time around. So we're just going to continue on the path because we looted all the other stuff the other way in the previous sections. So we're just going to continue onwards. And there's a few interesting items to grab here. Some things are significantly impactful. We can potentially get something really good. We'll see how things go. First off, we get some black fire bombs, which could come in handy. They could sit in your inventory for the rest of time, but you know, you could instantly use it to group this little group of enemies. Oh, nice. We have little pants and some regular fire bombs. So our master key is gonna come into master key, resonance key. Either way, we get something neat over here. We get gold pine resin. When you use it, it puts lightning damage onto your weapon, if it's applicable to your weapon, for a decent amount of time. And that additional lightning damage could really change the fight you're in. A close one, but nothing too close. Alright, I should mention, I forgot to mention, I picked up a dagger from the merchant. That's because it costs 300 souls, and daggers have, does it tell you? Oh yeah, it tells you, yeah, critical. So for like backstabs and parries, it'll do a lot of damage. So it'll come in handy for a tough enemy like this guy right up here. This is Black Knight. This is our first encounter with one of these guys, and I messed it up already. Psych. So just the gauge, that did 122, and this did 76. So yeah, we get a little bit more damage, and a little bit is better than none. Not even close, man. Yeah, that was close. So we got a backstab. These guys, they're a little tricky to parry. They have some, as you saw, some of their swings can be pretty fast, and some of them are pretty slow. So, I think they can shield bash, so we're gonna back up. But after so many times, man, it's like second nature. And we don't get lucky. They can also drop their weapon. That guy dropping his great sword, or they can drop their shield as well, which is important if you're going for platinum. If you're not, it means nothing. Run up here, dodge that perfectly. That was embarrassing and foolish. I can't believe I died to that guy. I don't think I've ever died to that guy, even on my first run where I got hit by the barrel. I don't think I died to that guy. So I'll just cut back when I'm over there. Oh, and I'm also going to equip the ring that we got, because when our HP is low, it boosts our defense. Alright, so we're back over here, and that Black Knight is a one-time respawn. That Black Knight is a one-time respawn. So once you take care of him once, you won't have to worry about him. At least here, you won't have to worry about him. So pressing on, grab our souls. We got a significant chunk. Now we're gonna go over here, and our master key is coming in clutch for the early game once again. Now this guy we're gonna switch to our dagger for, and this might be a long one. So this is supposed to be a later game enemy. As you can tell by how serious he looks, he's not trying to mess around. Wow, I can't believe I missed that. So as you can see, we're doing very little damage. This is just the general gist of what you want to do. You just want to backstab, or not, yeah, well, backstab, parry, riposte. This is essentially what you want to do. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do this for a million times, so I'm just going to cut to when I'm... Alright, and we've finished him up. And for a reward for a couple minutes of work is we get Havel's Ring, which is going to boost our maximum equipment load by quite a bit. And so this means we can equip heavier stuff. We don't really have anything heavier we can wear for now, but if you wanted to use a heavier weapon, say the Zweihander, it'll definitely help out with that. And this path goes to the forest, which we were at earlier, to get this shield. But that is unimportant right now. I think there's a quick item we can grab, actually. Like right here by like the entrance. Yes, there is. Yep, we just get a little soul, which can help. It's better not to have. It's better to have it than not to have it, right? So, yeah, we'll just run and get that, get out before any of the enemies cause any trouble with us. Because we don't want to mess around with those guys. Because unlike Havel the Rock down here, we can't parry them to death. And they are pretty tough, and they can group up on you. Alright, so now we're going to continue the opposite way. We're going to go upwards the tower. And that's essentially it for this area. We have the boss fight right here. Or the first part of this area, I should say. It extends a little bit more. So we're gonna traverse, and we're gonna put that lightning resin to use right away. Not right away, but in a moment. So we're gonna, as soon as we enter the boss fog, there's no fight yet, but we're gonna come up here. We got a couple little goofballs we can take care of. As we make our way on the bridge. We have our first real boss, and the speed of our weapon combined with the lightning makes this guy a joke. The lightning staggers him, the weapon attacks so fast, it's quite the combo, especially for that guy. Yeah, we get a quick little few souls. We'll take this off because we won't need it for a little while. And over here we have Solaire. And Solaire, we I guess we'll say yes. He's mainly for like co-op. But we won't be utilizing him that much. Maybe if I have like trouble or something, but kind of want his armor. I don't do anything. So we're gonna run across this bridge, and huge emphasis on the run. We're gonna have to be very fast, otherwise that will happen. I don't know why I get hit by like every trap, every goofy mechanism possible. So we kick this ladder down, and it's a shortcut to this original bonfire, which means we can now safely level up our character. I actually still didn't check early game weapons to see what I wanted to use, so we're sticking with the scimitar for a little bit. But we'll put a couple levels into strength. Our strength is low, so our options are low along with it. Maybe that open. I know we can't use this Y hand there because that takes like 16 strength to 2-hand and 10 dexterity. So when we come up, we come over here. Dragon's just gonna breathe fire and kill everyone for us. We get a couple souls from it, which is nice. There's no way that guy dropped an item. There's no way that it's good. But I had to know. Curiosity would have forever been the best of me. So if you wait a little bit of time, the dragon's just gonna drop down, and while he's down, we can grab those items and run as fast as we possibly can for that bonfire right over there. You can see it. Claymore. I might use that. I've never actually used the claymore. The claymore's a cool weapon. And we have made it. So we're gonna rest to reset the dragon and the enemies. And we're gonna make our way up. Take care. I don't know why. I cannot dodge these guys. I can't fight them apparently either. Alright, so we're gonna put our dagger back on because we have another enemy we're gonna parry to death. That was a little uncalled for. Right, we don't really want to fight him on the stairs because this happens. Alright, now we're in a good spot. Or at least a slightly better spot. Nope, don't come down. Alright. Now things got a little scary, a little tricky there. But now we're all set, we're all settled. Confident in our movements, so nothing to worry about. Easy peasy. For our troubles, we only get the Titanite chunk. Sadly, we didn't get either of the Black Knight weapons. I'm actually a huge fan of every Black Knight weapon there in this game. They all look extremely nice, and they have extremely cool movesets. Man. Wow. That guy sniped me. Oh my getup. That was insane. I've never seen that death animation either. He like twirled around. So, like I said before, those Black Knights, they don't respawn. So, that guy's gone forever. No chance of his Black Knight weapon. So, wait a second for our stamina. And the gate is down. This is not looking quite good. Do with boar and all these enemies. Yep, and you can actually backstab the boar. So even though our weapon's bouncing off because of its heavy armor, back up in here for a moment. So yeah, even though he has heavy armor, we can still backstab him in this exposed area. Whatever that could be, whatever that could mean. And we got the helmet. That's it's a pretty cool looking helmet. We'll rock it for a little bit. We have to wait for it. So since that gate is down because we were killed by the greatest Halo player over here. The greatest sniper on Earth. We have to sadly take the long way. Where's this guy going? Okay, so we have to go down here. Whenever you see one of these guys, any of these guys, there's trouble afoot. Even though they are extremely weak, they can, as you can see, they can stagger you. They can hit you with flurries. There's several of them at a time. It's not a fun time. They're quick. Terrible. But they have the illusion. They have the oh, I'm a weak little enemy. They're in the tutorial area. Some of them don't even attack you, but don't be fooled. So I don't know what it is, but like while I'm recording, I seem like the worst player on earth. Every goofy little trap, every possible area you can misstep, I've fallen for, I've misstepped. Wow, that was terrible. Alright, that guy's out of our path, so we're just gonna continue onwards. We're not gonna worry about that guy. By the time he catches up with us, we're gonna beat the game, so he's irrelevant. We're gonna come up here, and it's not actually a boss fight. We are above where we just were. These guys have a really cool weapon, but the drop rate on it is abysmally low. In like the thousands of hours I've played, and the many of those hours that I spent farming, I've only ever got... Oh, no way, this guy actually came to his aid. Yeah, so like I mentioned before, being able to parry really changes the game for you. That shield we just picked up, it's a really good early on shield. It has 100% physical block. I just don't really care for shielding that much. These corner guys always annoy me. So even though we're out of Estus, we can still use humanity to heal. And it's always a full heal. So we can use one of these and heal ourselves up. This simp came to protect them. Alright, easy work. Here, I don't think there's anything here. Oh, no. This is pretty important. Here we get the halberd, which is a decently cool weapon. I've never used it in this game. I've used it in Dark Souls 2. It's really neat in Dark Souls 2. I don't know about this game. I've never used it. I've never seen anyone use it. It's just something that exists, as far as I know. So we're gonna skip that room for now, and we're gonna come up over here, where we have some more guys, smaller guys. Nice little backstab. No 360 no scopes from these guys. Not yet. At least not again. That was outrageous. It was wicked. So coming up over here, we have a couple of important things. We have a very, very important bonfire. That's like at like 2 points in our journey. It's gonna be the main bonfire. Actually, what do I need for the claymore? Check that bad boy out. 16 strength, so I can actually two-hand it, but we're gonna go for one-handing it. And that should be enough. I don't remember how much I needed to level up. 20. I went over by a bit. Nice. She got this claymore. We got something with a little bit more power in its swing. And we are heavy. We get this goofy helmet. This should be, yep. Next. So we have a blacksmith down here who teaches us hurrah. But also he sells some useful stuff. So he sells titanite shards for upgrading our weapons. He sells all these boxes that let us upgrade our weapons, upgrade our armor, and repair both at the bonfire. We'll come back when we have a couple more souls for those. He sells a couple of weapons that we might check out later, and he sells arrows. We can also repair our stuff real quick while we're here. And down here we have a bit of a tough enemy. We're gonna come back for him another time though. He's not bothering us, so we won't bother him yet. But at some point he'll be in our way, and anything in our way has to get mowed down. So coming back up here, after we've rested, replenished our Estus, and got ourselves a new weapon. And like I said before, you don't really have to follow me on these weapons. You can use whatever you feel like. Wow, no one shot. Do I have any titanite? I have large and chunks. It's a bit outrageous. Alright, so we got a big guy over here. So we're gonna lure him outside just so we have more room to fight him. As you can see by his size, pause, he has a lot of range. Now, regardless of how scary he looks, we can actually parry him, but we can't riposte on him. Alright, we guys get his shield up. It's a little tricky to tell because it's so massive. It's like there's no way. For our troubles, we get a titanite shard. We basically got free upgrade. Oh, what if this is the weapon? Not quite. A little cool regardless. Their armor is pretty neat. So we're gonna come up over here, and we have a Firekeeper soul, so we can upgrade our Estus once more. And you might be thinking, Firelink Shrine's so far away. Well, we can, bam, go right here, and this unlocks the elevator back to Firelink Shrine. It's pretty neat. This is part of the huge interconnected world of Dark Souls 1. So now that we're back, something has opened up to us now that we're back. It's a little tough though, so it's we'll save it for when we get some stronger weapons and whatnot. No way. How did the... That's because I entered the garden. Alright, so the firekeeper was killed. So this bonfire's off, and we can't upgrade our Estus. Which sucks a little bit, but it opens up some stuff for us later. It opens up a neat little side quest. I didn't think we would trigger that though. I thought that would be triggered later, which is unfortunate because I actually really like this bonfire. But I don't normally do this guy's quest, and his armor is really nice, so that means I get to play around with his armor later. So that's neat. I don't think we need to rest. We'll just press onwards. I didn't mean to do that. I think I had 7 health left. What is better? Alright, so there's a big group of enemies, and there's that weird guy, and he's gonna buff them so that these tough enemies are even tougher. So there's so many of them. They're buffed, but yeah, as you can see by that damage, there's no doubt that they are buffed. This guy missed the buff. Poor guy. And they're all taken care of. This guy on his own isn't too bad, I say as I get hit. And he's a one-time spawn. So every time you come up here, you're gonna have to deal with all those guys, but you don't have to deal with him. So it's pretty decent trade-off, I guess. I'm gonna come up here. We have one more Balder Knight who showed us his back for no reason whatsoever, but we'll take it. I'm gonna finish him off. Still not get any Balder side sword, but that's just how life goes. We'll have some opportunities later. That's not even something I want to like farm for off camera. Like it'll take hours. It's not worth it. But it is a really fun sword and it's really good. Up here, there's supposed to be an NPC, but because we run around the world a little bit too much, he's not here. And what he does is he kills the firekeeper. So yeah, we triggered that a little too early. Like I said, it's fine. Like everything is so close together, you gotta run back and forth a little bit, but you just go to a different bonfire. What sucks is that we can't upgrade our Estus, but our Estus is actually much stronger than it should be, so it's not too much of an issue. We're gonna enter this boss fog, and we are going to put on some lightning again. Do you think when you put lightning on your sword, you like, when you hold it, you think you feel the lightning? You think it'll like shock you? I didn't think that was gonna hit me. I didn't think that was gonna hit me either. So that was a complete waste of the lightning. I guess I was too focused on a stupid question. Big hat. I'll cut back to when we get over there again. Alright, one thing I forgot to mention earlier is that this room was the room we passed by earlier. Just so you know that we didn't skip it. It's just a room with 3 enemies. When you approach from that way, the guy hiding back there is supposed to ambush you while you fight the other 2. Alright, back at the boss. Fire lightning. And one hit on the tail, gives us his weapon and staggers him, causes him to yell. Look at that. The second one spawns in, but we killed the first one in time. And he does his most punishable move. Stagger once more, and easy fight. And we get the helmet. Wow, that's pretty lucky actually. This is an even cooler helmet actually than the boar helm. Yeah, and we're still light, but it doesn't match the aesthetic of what we're going for. But we'll have it for the future. It'll come in handy eventually. So we get a nice chunk of souls. Sadly, we are not going to be leveling our character up. We are going to spend it at the blacksmith doing a few things. And we're going to ring the bell, which is the first bell that we need to ring of 2. This one's the easy one. The next one, though, is a bit of a journey on its own. Though it doesn't have to be, but it will be, because we're going to be grabbing a lot. And we get Cromwell down here, who teaches us, well, what is it? He sells infinite homeward bones. He sells purging stones, which could be useful. Velka's talisman and ring of sacrifice. We're going to get one for free. And he also requests absolution, which will, if we attack an NPC by accident and they become hostile towards us, we can go to him, pay a certain amount of souls, and then that NPC will no longer, I think every NPC will no longer be hostile towards us. So yeah, we're going to come over here, and we are going to buy the weaponsmith box, the armorsmith box, and the repair box. Sadly, we can't afford the Crest of Artorias, but we won't need that for a while anyway. By the time we need it, it's like souls are going to be so plentiful, it doesn't even matter. We don't have any embers to do that, so we won't worry about it. We can... yeah, we can get a couple upgrades for the claymore. We need 2 more, and then we need, I think, 3, so we get 5. I actually did not need to repair my claymore, because it would have just been repaired through the upgrades. Yep, and 1 more, and then 5 is the limit we can reach right now. And for some off-screen purposes, we are gonna buy, what's the cheapest one? The wooden arrows.
I'll be seeing you.
We're gonna use we need a couple more dollars. We're gonna, you know, transfer money, Zelle, Cash App to Zelle, you know, all that good stuff. 800.
I'll
What do we need? 200 more? 600? Yeah, so we gotta use the last one. I didn't want to. Actually, it's not even give us 600. Yeah, it's 400. Alright, I guess we'll go down here. We'll kill this guy. Even though he's not bothering us, I am broke. Right, so a nice little trick for this guy is you want him to do that lightning attack, because he charges it for a pretty long time. And now he's like retreating. I don't know what's going on with him. He's like scared of us now. What is he doing? He's like a dog on a rug. Right, yep. Alright, so now our damage has gotten better, but we can't really tell because we haven't fought this guy before, so we have no like no like comparison. But this guy is tricky. He's annoying. He swings and his tail swings, his weapon swings, everything swings. You can get stuck on him pretty easily. He's got some pretty good range. He's got that damn lightning attack. And I got stuck. He's a very interestingly designed enemy. I would love to see what this guy would be like. Yeah, I would love to see what it's like to fight this guy at like full power, like his second leg and whatnot. To see what kind of moveset he would have, because he has such a strange moveset right now, and like he has that like leaping attack that we saw in the beginning. I would love to see what that looks like with like his two legs. It'd probably be pretty insane. Man, the more I use the claymore, the more I just think this Zweihander would put in a little bit more work for the same price, essentially. I wonder how many R2s will take this dagger. Nice, and we got him. For our trouble, we get 2,000 souls, which we should have just done instead of using all our souls, because souls are going to become a little bit of a commodity. So we're going to buy the maximum amount of arrows we can, because we can use it for duping to get an extreme amount of souls. Like we're talking like millions of souls. But we're not going to be abusing that for levels. I'm just going to personally be using that for like weapon upgrades and armor upgrades, just to make life a little easier for me. So I don't so whenever I switch, I probably won't upgrade my armor. It's kind of irrelevant. But like just weapon upgrades, just so it's a little easier for me to go back and forth between different weapons and whatnot. And yeah, it's gonna be essentially it for this video. That is all of Undead Parish. Yeah, that's all of Undead Parish. And in the next one, we're gonna be continuing onwards. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a wonderful day, and make sure you check out the next video that pops up. Take care.